Hello gamers, today we are going over Phoebe's sequences, and in case you're lazy to read all the jumbled text, I will simplify it for you. Starting with her S1, this buffs her ultimate. During the Absolution, which is her offensive stance, her ultimate bonus damage multiplier gets boosted to 480% from the default 255. While in Confession, which is her debuff Spectral Frazzle stance, it will now receive an ultimate bonus damage multiplier of 90% and applies the maximum Spectral Frazzle stacks to the enemies, which is a maximum of 10 stacks. Next up, we have S2, which are buffs. Her Absolution, the outro skill, gets 120% more damage if the enemy has Spectral Frazzle, which is 528% plus 255%, amplified by 120% more damage with S2. And then her Confession deals 120% more damage on outro. Then let's have a look at her S3. While in Absolution, the damage multiplier of heavy attack Starflash is increased by 91%. Then we have her on her support stance. While in Confession, the damage multiplier of heavy attack Starflash is increased by 249%. Now that you've seen the before and after, let's have a look at both upgraded skills side by side. As for her S4, when basic attack or basic attack in Chameleon Star, which is when you're inside your magic circle or you dodge counter, you hit the enemy and then they will get a spectral damage reduction by 10% for 30 seconds. So it's pretty much you have a permanent debuff on the enemy as long as you're hitting them. And then here is a side-by-side comparison of the heavy attack, because you're probably wondering how much damage does it do. As for her S5, casting her intro skill Golden Grace will buff Phoebe's spectral damage by 12% for 15 seconds. I don't know how to feel about this damage though. Alright, so the last sequence is a bit of a mouthful, so here we go. Cause the target entering the ring of mirrors to stagnate for 2 seconds, which is your magic circle. When they enter or you cast it on them, they will get frozen. This affects all targets entering the ring of mirrors and can be applied to 12 targets max of each ring of mirrors. Each target will only be affected by this once, and when in Absolution or Confession mode, summoning a ring of mirrors with a resonance skill increases Phoebe's attack by 10% for 20 seconds. This triggers an extra heavy attack Starflash at the ring of mirrors location. This heavy attack Starflash does not consume any Divine Voice and is not considered as a heavy attack. So you're probably wondering how her performance is in tower, so here it is. So we're going to start with Verena. We're going to use her rotation and then we're going to swap to Rover. Usually for Rover, when we swap to Rover, we want the intro for Phoebe because we did one of her sequences does buff her intro, but Concerto Gauge for Rover takes forever. So for this one, we want to enter Absolution stance right away. We press her skill and then we ultimates. And then after that, we spam our star flashes. We can spam all 4 star flashes, or you can save 1 star flash. It doesn't really matter because you still be in your Absolution stance even if you swap out without any bar. As long as you don't enter Confession, you should be in Absolution permanently. And that's it. 30-second run, easy. Quickly going over her sequences, you release her ultimate a lot, so I would say this one is around a 7 out of 10. This one is when Absolution increase outro targets Spectral Frazzle. It increases your outro. Her outro does a lot of damage, so 6 out of 10. While in Absolution multiply heavy attack you will use often, so this is a 9 out of 10. You must get this if you want her to pump out a lot of damage. It actually got nerfed because before her Absolution heavy attack applied 2 stacks of Spectral. Now it no longer applies, so it would have been a 10 out of 10. Then this one is when basic attack inside, you cast basic attack outside or inside her magic circle, you will do a spectral resistance by 10%. Spectral Rover does the same effect, so I would say this is around a 6 out of 10. Unless it stacks with Spectral Rover skill, you know, you get 20% total. That would be around like maybe 7 out of 10. 12% spectral damage bonus for 15 seconds. 6 out of 10. And then last one, we have her resonance skill buff. Whenever you press E and you cast the magic circle on the floor, it'll freeze the enemy for an additional 2 seconds, so that will be a 4-second freeze. And then she will also get a 10% attack buff, which is so. And then we get, every time she uses her resonance skill, she will cast a heavy free star flash attack. Overall 8 out of 10. It would be nice if it was infinite star flashes inside the magic circle, then it would actually be 10 out of 10. As always, I very much appreciate you watching this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell. I will see you all in the next video. This is your brother Steparu, out.